116 Hotline. As always, it's Sadie.
It's Valerie.
And this is Sutana. And welcome back to 116 Hotline. If this is your first time here, hello. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back.
Welcome back, babe.
And what are we?
We are a
trio
of
sisters.
And we release episodes every Monday.
Period. At 7 p.m.
Central
Standard Time.
Unless, honey, life gets in the way, then we will post on our social media. So stay tuned on our social media if we don't post.
We missed you guys.
It has been a fat minute.
It has.
It really has. We took a little bit longer this time without break just because, life happens. We just decided to take a little bit longer for our summer break this time because we've all been...
Our creative break.
Yeah.
Creative recharge. It's like whenever you get writer's block.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they have to go into the woods and they have to
connect with nature again.
Yeah.
We have to go collect our ideas while we're on our break, and...
I know the girls have been asking, where are you at?
Where are you at?
Honey, don't worry.
Hotline.
We're
coming back.
We're picking up.
We're picking up.
Pick up the phone call.
Period.
So we're back. And
we're
ready to mingle.
We're back, ready to mingle. We have some things cooking, some things brewing.
Coming up.
I know people are like, where's the events? Oh, honey.
When are we going to hang out?
Our events are so good. And
they're
and
fun.
Everyone has
it's very
fun.
apparent
A
that
time is had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always.
And if you haven't been to one, you have been missing out. And I know you have FOMO, but don't worry, there's plenty more coming up.
There's plenty more, but I feel like our events are limited space,
capacity.
Yeah, because we just like having a very intimate event. That way, like everybody can connect and mingle.
It's just fun times.
It is. We do have something cooking up, so stay tuned. Very, very soon we will be maybe doing some possible fall events, so be looking out for that.
Stay tuned on all of our socials. Don't forget to follow at 116 Hotline on everything.
And turn on the notification bell.
Period. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. All right, now let's get into it.
We're just happy to be back. As you can tell.
We are, oh my God.
We're just happy to be back, and
she did her big one.
Wait, where's that from?
Love Island.
I don't watch that.
You need to go watch it.
For today's episode, we're just gonna unpack.
Do a quick little.
It's like
how was your summer? Summer recap.
Okay.
Let's start with Sadie.
I guess I'll go first, as always.
Okay. Ooh, how about give us like a summer recap and then maybe like some big.
Like, what was the oomph of your
I would say, okay, let's do summer recap and then big moments then rate it out of 10.
Ooh.
I love it. Okay. So my summer break was super, super busy, as you all know. I think I'm traveled out. Like, y'all, I'm traveled out, like I told the girls. I went on a cruise. I went to Vegas with the girls. I went to Minnesota to see my family. I went to Hawaii for like 9 days this time with my two besties, sisters as well. And then I went to Dallas twice. I went to Dallas for her.
Mahalo.
Okay, I freaking missed the food there. Anyway, I went to Dallas like 3 times, I swear. But then the first time was for Susanna's birthday tours. The very end. So much fun. But yeah, I think, like I said, it was super busy, all traveling, and I loved every moment of it. The biggest part for me throughout my summer had to probably, it's between the cruise with my boyfriend Brian and his family and Hawaii. So both of them. But then the biggest thing was probably in Hawaii because I skydived.
Yes.
Period.
Yes, and I talked about this on a few episodes in the last season.
I think we did, yeah.
We did, yeah, about how I was going to, I was looking forward to it and I was nervous because 4 years ago when I went with my two best friends, they did it and I didn't, and I have FOMO bad.
She regretted it so badly. And I think we talked about that before. Like,
we did. It was just... I was like, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I really, really missed out. So then I decided to do it this year, and I did. And I'm alive, and I'm here. So it was so much fun. It was crazy.
You can check it off your bucket list now.
Check it off my bucket list. It was adrenaline. The adrenaline was just...
Is it what you expected it would be?
Kind of. Because I expected to be, like... Scared, right? Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, there were a lot of things that I didn't expect. So, for example, I was telling your sister Anna, my ears popped bad.
I hate when my ears pop.
And me too.
Like when you're driving on the high, or like
when you're flying on the airplane.
Like we went to Colorado and we're like driving
up higher. You can feel it, but it's worse. Girls, like 10 times 10. And like another part was that when everyone was coming down, I couldn't breathe, and I'm so glad that Leslie told me about it because the air was like just coming up so high, So I was like, Like girl, if she didn't tell me, I would have had a panic attack. I feel like a fish out of water. You can see in my video because I did the video thing and I was like, I can't.
Oh my god, maybe we should put a clip right here.
Clip here.
Here you go.
But then it was amazing. It was crazy. Besides my ears popping really bad, I couldn't breathe for the first 15 seconds. Everything else was beautiful. I saw the view. It was life changing, honestly, to me. That was life changing to me. Like that might be something small to some people, but for me that was like life changing. Like I think you said earlier, I stepped out of my comfort zone. Yeah. It was because first of all, I'm terrified of heights. So I stepped out of my comfort zone. I went for it, and it was just life changing. It was beautiful.
And it's like literally like just goes to the point that like the things that you want to experience in life are on the other side of your comfort zone.
Seriously.
Literally.
Seriously. I got this thing tatted on my arm. It says, by the way,
what is it?
It says live a little. Okay, because
I think you had that though,
I've had to live a little, but then like right underneath it, I got the parachute. So I got that tatted. So,
zoom in.
I don't know if you can
love
see
it.
Yeah. But then but just to like make a mark on me that this was something that was very special.
Wait, did you get that in Hawaii?
Yeah, sure did.
Oh my god.
Leslie and I went and got tatted I think our last night. So then I was thinking, I also what is it, a surfboard?
Did.
It was so freaking fun, and not trying to brag, but I was pretty dang good at it.
And we'll put the video right here too.
But I'll send you the video. But then so I was thinking about either getting like a surfboard or the parachute, but I was like, I'm gonna do the parachute because I freaking jumped out of an airplane.
More monumental.
Yeah. It was
because I feel like surfboard, like you did that, but then the parachuting, I feel like because last time you didn't go, so it was more like, hey, I'm facing my fears. I'm
literally
doing
facing
this.
my fears. That's what it was. That's what it was. And everybody was so comforting. Like even all the instructors, everybody in there, they were very, very comforting.
They're trying to catch a check, baby. As they should be.
But then my instructor, he was I think in Leslie for stuff like that, he was the perfect instructor for me because some instructors they're more reserved and they're just kind of chill. Like, okay, you ready? Kind of okay.
Like just like by the book. Like okay,
by the book.
Let's go.
But he was kind of like either Italian or Russian or something. I don't know. But he had like a accent and he was hilarious. He goes,
have you ever done this before? I was
like, no. He goes,
okay, well, don't be scared because if we die, then we die. Or
not. Maybe he didn't say die, but he was kind of like something on the line. And I was like, oh no. But then he was joking, cracking jokes, and
trying to loosen
the nerves. And he was like, with
he's trying to loosen something.
No, he was like way older, but he was hilarious.
Girl, age never stopped nobody before. That's why there's people in jail.
Disgusting. But dude, it was
all jokes.
All jokes, of course, obviously.
Yeah, disgusting.
Anyway, it was amazing. He was a perfect instructor for me. He made me feel so comfortable because I'm, how my personality is.
Though?
Heck yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and he even let me steer it, and I was like going in circles, and it was amazing.
I love that for you.
Thank you, girls.
I'm really proud of you that you did.
Yeah, I know. Too. I remember I told y'all right before I was gonna go. I was like, okay, I'm
pray for me.
You're like,
pray for me, y'all. And then when I got back, I told them I was like, I did it, and they're like, yay, and it's like they were right there with me too. Yeah. But
oh my god, stop.
One day we need to do something crazy, dude, like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push her to do it. Push her to do something.
I can't.
You can't. Well, it doesn't have to be jumping out of an airplane.
My palms are really sweaty.
It doesn't have to be jumping out of an airplane.
My palms are sweaty.
Hey, you gotta.
I don't like heights.
Live a little.
But what do you have to say to Satiana? You have to get out the other side of your comfort zone.
Tyria, just start
whatever.
Living or something.
Whatever she said earlier.
Run it back.
So how would you rate that? Your overall summer experience?
I would say, honestly, 10 out of 10 across the board.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. It was amazing.
I feel like all of us thrive in the summer.
Yeah. Cold weather? No.
I'm okay. I actually love cold weather because I like being like warm and all that, and I just love like the.
Because you like the warm weather.
No.
See, because you like the warm.
No, I like the cold and then being warm. No. You're a gaslighter. Certified gaslighter here. But anyway, yeah. I thrive in every
Certified.
What is wrong with you?
If there's any victims who have been impacted by this
in that department.
Anyone who has been personally victimized by
there you go.
Right there. But that was mine.
10 out of 10, that's pretty good.
I'm really happy about it.
Purr.
You, Miss Val.
Okay, a little bit about me.
Hot seat.
I had a good summer. I did a lot. I also went to Hawaii, which I wish I would have did a little bit more when I went, but it's okay because times are coming again. And then I went to Vegas, went to Minnesota, went to Dallas, went to Kansas. it was just a fun time. I did a lot of things because my mom and dad were very gracious enough to watch my kids for the summer for me, so I could enjoy the
Thanks,
summer.
Mom and Dad.
Shout out to Mom and
I
Dad.
love my mom and dad.
PLP. Hold it down.
They are the best. But
backbone.
yeah, it was really fun. I did a lot. I think I did a little bit too much, but it was very
And
cool.
I-
And Chicago, and I went to Chicago.
I feel like your trips were also a lot of back-to-backs.
Very, very
That's why
back to
it
back. The
seemed
whole
like-
month of June, I was literally gone every single weekend.
Girl,
Like
So she was.
I came back just to work my 3 days
And then
during
boom.
the week, and then I left. So it was very busy, but it was very fun, and I'm very grateful and thankful for my health and my body that I have because. Shit,
While you're
like
still
right now, I'm a little bit sick, but like imagine during the summer when I was sick doing back-to-back trips, like
There's no way. Your
I
body
would've
would have given
died.
out on
He
you.
would have been like, I'm shutting down.
no, literally, I would have been like.
Do
shutting
you
down.
also feel like in the summer you try to do as much as you can because your parents are watching the boys
I
and
do,
you have the
and
freedom
like
to?
I'm very thankful for my parents too because they know that like that they're not here to help me whenever I do have them. So that's why they do offer to like watch the boys over the summer, and because they like.
Well, I feel
the
like
boys like
it-
being over there too because it helped. They like spending time with them.
Well, I feel like it not only gives you time to do what you want to do, but also your BD, like for both of you guys. I feel like
yeah,
it's like
definitely for sure for him. But
Giving you guys a
it's
little-
not about him.
Giving you guys a little break. I mean, which not everybody.
I mean, he always has a break anyways, but it's not about him. It's about me.
True.
period.
And yeah, so it definitely gives me a break, and it definitely gives them time to spend with their grandkids
That's
because
true.
they
They don't
don't.
get to.
They're so far away that they don't have time to
see
spend
them
with them
all the
anymore.
time.
So
Yep.
it's a win-win all around, 10 across the boards. But
good.
overall for me, biggest
was the
thing for
biggest-
me,
yeah, during summer?
biggest thing, probably Hawaii for sure, just because I've never been.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very fun to be there. It was a lot different than I thought it was gonna be.
Like in a
Very
good
like
way or bad way?
LA, very LA, like
the
dirty
city part. The city part is the poverty is pretty high there.
Yeah,
not gonna
it's
lie.
literally like LA, like dirty
But
city
did
LA.
you guys go to North Shore ever?
We went a little bit to North Shore, but then since the trip was so short, we didn't go all the way around. But now
Oh.
we're gonna go all the way around the whole island.
Well, I will tell you, whenever we were on our trip, and by the way, it was like 9 days. Almost every single day we were in North Shore. Like North Shore.
yeah, 'cause
so
that's where it's more.
to put it
it's
in
like, that's where it's
perspective-
like Bretman Rock. Like,
yeah, to put it more in
pretty
perspective,
area.
North Shore area is more of like pretty much kind of like the countryside. So it's like not busy. It's
like
more It's more
greenery.
greenery than it's.
Did you stay in North Shore? Like in
we
that area?
wanted to. We were originally going to get an Airbnb in North Shore so we could just stay there and then
Yeah.
kind of travel around. But then like everything was kind of last minute, so we ended up booking in Waikiki, like the busy traveling
and that's like
area.
busy. That's
It's like tourists.
Towards the area.
That's like
And it's
when you go to Branson and that whole strip is like
Yeah.
hella busy.
Like,
yeah.
It's like that times
stores,
10.
name brand stores. It literally like Hollywood.
Name brands?
Name brands.
Oh,
It's like that. So
yes.
that's why that's like the main travel touristy spot. But then in around it is like that too. But then we went to North Shore like almost every single day. We did our skydive there, horseback riding there. We did our surfing lessons there. We ate there. What we did to a lot were food trucks, authentic food trucks out in
Did you guys go to the shrimp one?
No, we didn't get the
That-
chance
I
to.
remember going
Wait,
there.
which shrimp one?
It's like I don't know. I forgot what it's
There was
called.
a lot of ones. We went to some shrimp. And we went to this spot that had like the best banana bread ever.
I know. I'm gonna
And
go
you're gonna
grab
give me
it.
some.
I
You
know. I'll
will.
grab you some too.
But
You will.
But you will give me some. But it was like in North Shore. It was more like country-ish area. So it was like more
Like what you
slowed
imagine
down.
Hawaii to be
Yes,
like,
yes, it's beautiful.
Because in Waikiki,
I can't imagine the name brand stores in Hawaii, and that's why it's so important to be nice to
locals.
indigenous people because
there's actually a strike going on over there with like the hotel workers. They're actually going on strike right now.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. Clock that.
I mean, period, because it's like you colonizing everything.
Yeah, and it's
A
like
lot.
okay, one room to stay there is like costs like how many dollars, and then they're only getting paid
It's
like
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Heck yeah.
Everything there's hella expensive. Like
dude, a
gas.
bowl of pho there minimum $20.
Oh, I never have food.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Jail.
Minimum
Every-
$20, even if it's a
really, really
small. I'm
Jail.
like,
But yeah, and we like that's why I try to think whenever we do travel there. Yes, we're tourists too, but we are very mindful and respectful of their culture. Like we went to like
Yes.
we also did a luau, so just to see the culture and be embraced in it and just appreciate the nature there. And like we're very very nature people too. Whenever we go, we do a lot of hikes. We did all the hikes. It was
Yeah.
just so beautiful. And like I just
love
feel
that.
every time I'm in Hawaii, my second time now, I feel so like I feel like I'm almost like a break from reality back home because I'm so always on my phone and everything's electronic. Everything is just so city and fast. But when I'm there, just laying on the beach and hiking to see the view, I'm like, dang, like I feel alive. Like touching, like you know that little thing that go touch some grass.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like
Go touch some grass.
Yes, and I think you will love it, Sutana.
I really think I would too.
Yeah, I would definitely say big moments Hawaii because I've never been there before and it was very, 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 very fun. And then also Chicago because I got to see the bean, the Chicago bean.
Isn't that so funny?
Have you been to Chicago before?
No, I've driven.
I was like, I know Sutana's been.
You've been.
She's been, and I didn't get to go with her because I was freaking pregnant at the time. I was like
BTS.
32 weeks pregnant.
You were like about to get.
I was like
birth.
about to pop.
Wait,
Yeah.
with Ati?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, it was with that.
Either with Ati or Levi, I don't know. But all I know is that I was freaking pregnant. But I finally saw the bean, and it was cool.
Was it pretty crowded or no?
Yeah, and that shit was dirty as hell.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's pretty.
But it was cool. It was like you saw it, and you're just like, oh, the Chicago bean, and then that was it.
Oh,
It's
pretty
like,
much.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to ride the trains there and stuff?
No, because we were there for a festival for North Coast. So Thursday we just toured and did a bunch of
around.
stuff, and then Friday and Saturday and Sunday was the festival. It was.
How was the food? Did you guys eat good
I
food
don't know
or
if we
not
ate. What did we
really?
eat? Oh, we went to eat dim sum at this
okay.
dim sum place. It was okay. I would give it like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
It wasn't the best.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You know,
It was in Chinatown. We went to
Oh
Chinatown.
yeah, we had
Chinatown.
bad experiences in Chicago too.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm a big foodie, so wherever.
But we
I
did
go
go to like a shaved ice popping soup place in Chinatown, and it was so good. Like the shaved ice with the mango.
I would say the best thing we
Dude.
had in Chicago was Korean barbecue.
When you go back to Hawaii, shaved ice at a North Shore, best shaved ice you will ever have in your life.
We went to one
Condensed milk. Oh my
inside
gosh.
the mall.
Kiss.
That one was pretty good. But overall, I would rate my summer
Yeah, how was
probably
it?
for sure 10s across the board. I feel like this summer I did so much.
You did
I
do
think
a
you really
lot,
did.
but I feel like it was all good things.
All good things.
Yes.
Yeah. Last summer I did a lot too, but last summer I was a little bit distracted. But
What was last summer?
yeah. Last summer I was
Yeah, I
in
know, but
Oklahoma
then what did we
City.
do? Oh, because that's
Oh,
when
she
you
was on her
worked.
contract.
Last summer I was
right?
in Oklahoma City. Yeah.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Why did I feel like it was longer?
I don't know.
Oh, so you worked? Okay, yeah, traveling.
So I lived in the city.
was your contract, right?
Yeah. So I didn't really get to. All I did last summer was I went to Colorado.
That's where
In
Colorado's
Minnesota.
come in.
Yeah.
I think you were
No.
supposed to go to Colorado again, right? This year?
Yes, I was.
you went to Colorado during the summer?
Yes, for a concert.
Oh,
I went with Sean and then Nancy and then the other people.
Talking about Colorado, we need to go back and do the Manitou.
I freaking love
know.
it. So the hike that I
wish this
did
was
on
late.
Cocoa Head in Hawaii, it reminded me of the Manitou, and I thought of you too. I was like,
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Did it take you like an hour to go up?
less,
Less,
girl. It's easier. If y'all would be able to do this one, it's easier than Manitou. Manitou was like an hour-ish, but this one is
I
like
feel Manitou was more than
was
an
it more
hour.
an hour? Well,
Yeah.
typical time for hikers like an hour, but then for us we took like maybe an hour and a half ish to get up. Or how long did it take us? You guys remember?
Well, and
took us a minute.
I took hella breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took breaks because it was so steep. This one's steep too, but my Cocoa Head is like under an hour, bro.
Yeah, but I'm excited to go do more hikes.
You should.
Definitely. Last time I went, literally as soon as I fucking landed, we went for a fucking hike. Like, dude.
Why do you do this to
No,
yourself?
I didn't do that. Literally, we landed and we went to his place to drop my stuff off, and then he's like, "Okay, let's go for a hike, a scenery hike." So I was like, "Okay." It was a small one though; it wasn't a big one. And I was like, this time, I'm like, let's not do that. Whenever I
You
land,
have to prepare yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, let's do it the next day.
Because our flight is like
the flight itself
literally,
is
I'm flying
8
from
to 9
7,
hours
like
total.
7 a.m. and then I'll land there at like 3 p.m. But then like, get to think about the time difference too. So it's like I'm literally flying all damn day.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours behind over there.
Yeah. But overall, I would rate the summer 10 out of 10 because I love doing new things, going to new places,
meeting new people. Period.
And I think that's just the beauty of life and living. So I'm very happy,
Living in the
grateful, and
moment.
thankful.
Do you feel like you lived in the moment?
I definitely did. And whenever I would go places, I try not to touch my phone as much, just to bask it all in. And I'm very happy that I do. But also I'm very sad because then whenever I look back at my phone to try to look for photos and videos, I don't have any because I didn't take any. But, you know, it's all right. It's all in here. Clocked it.
Period.
Sutiana?
What about you? What was your summer?
It was. I turned 30
big
this
3
summer.
years.
Oh.
You know, I just feel like this year was really just like, how are you going to close out your 20s? So I feel like my summer really reflected that.
Yeah. Literally, when I think about you and your summer, I think about like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon.
Butterfly in the sky.
You know what I mean?
I think it's just so much more. It was just so much more meaningful this year because of you entering your 30s for real.
Yes.
And you know how we always talk about 30s? We're like, oh crap, we're scared.
Guys, I'm the first one to turn 30.
I'm right behind you, sis. I'm right behind you, and then you right behind us.
No, because tell me why this morning I was literally listening to 2000s hip hop playlist, and it was like wobble baby wobble.
We're like,
or like old school. Like, damn, that's not old school.
And
it's
you know
the fact that
you know that they like have changed the wobble dance to be like different now, and I'm like,
oh my god, yeah, like when we went out.
Yeah, and they're like,
did?
do you know how to do it the new way? I'm like,
what new way?
The
What
new way.
Yeah,
There's only
it's
one
like
way to
an
do
advanced-
it.
TikTok way. All those ones,
way.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so yeah, I'm getting old, but
you're thriving. Right
my
now,
summer
sis.
was amazing. Somebody Fest, obviously number one.
Yes.
Big thing, part of my summer. Really, really glad to experience that. Y'all know the love I have for my Asian people. I
Southeast
love
Asia.
it. Represent. Go Sony. And so yeah, Somebody Fest for sure, and then my first solo trip, also my work trip.
Was that like a weekend trip or kind of like a?
It was
a weekend.
It was a weekend.
It was like from I think I left like on a Saturday. Yeah, because
Saturday morning.
Yeah, I left on a Saturday and then came back on like a Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So it was like
I
almost 2 weeks.
love that you
That
went
really
on that.
was,
Dude, that was
travel by
like-
yourself. for
Dude, that
real.
was so cool too because
That was your first alone trip post mommy.
For some
Yes.
reason, I thought that. Oh, okay, post mommy. Because I was gonna say,
Post-mommy.
for some reason, I feel like you've traveled alone before.
She's been
but then,
when she was in Vegas.
like, way back then. Right?
yeah, way back then.
But this
yeah.
is your first one post mommy.
Yeah, and I think it just meant so much again because like I was turning 30,
I
so
lo-
it's like
I know,
I
it
got
all
to
played
experience it by
out.
myself. I did spontaneous things, and you guys know I stopped drinking in the beginning of this
We
year.
love.
No, for real.
Friday.
Like you don't have to like, and just because.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
It just happened just because. But yeah, those are my like 2 main things that happened this summer. And then also going back to what Val said, meeting new people as well. I
Literally.
think just am giving myself the opportunity to attend events that I normally wouldn't. And then also to be surrounded by people that I really admire online.
Yeah.
And just introducing myself to them and creating new friendships, important friendships that I think really have impacted me in a great way. So
I think you guys-
that's like the main theme of my summer is just like
Yeah.
and also spending time with my family, my little kids, my husband, and creating like new traditions with them has been also top of my list. So really unplugging, but
down.
then like also recording moments, like trying to just like set my phone down, like record it and then just like live in the
Yes.
moment just so I have memories, but mainly, you know, just trying to enjoy the summer. And I feel like we're all summer girls, like I said
We
earlier,
are.
like we just thrive in the summer and yeah, just had the best experience. So yeah.
Okay.
So which
But
part?
rate it 10 out of 10. Or I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, and my birthday trip to Dallas. That was fun.
Girl.
Korean
King
spa.
Spa.
That was that probably like the best?
I
mean, I don't know.
I feel like
stood
that
out
was
to me too.
for my Dallas trip for sure. For my birthday, that was probably one of the most memorable. Is the King Spa because at first I feel like we were all skeptical.
Very.
Skeptical. Yeah, skeptical
Very
about.
skeptical.
And if you guys look up King Spa, it's
Do they
a
even
traditional
explain
Korean.
it on there?
I don't know if they do.
No, I don't think they do.
I don't know
I
if they
think
do.
you only.
You only see like the pool and the.
That's why we're
The sauna rooms.
There's nothing that could have prepared us, even though
But our
her
sister.
sister Anna, she
Yes.
said it multiple times. We're like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like we're just gonna brush it off until we actually experienced it.
And
We're
then,
like, oh.
So essentially, just be prepared to be
Around
comfortable
nude.
seeing nude people,
Fully nude
and be
strangers.
prepared for yourself to be nude.
Honestly,
Bro,
we did
tell
the
me
nude.
why.
We were very skeptical about the nude.
The nude
thing,
part, because
but
it's
at
like-
the very end, we were like, "Fuck it,
we paid
Why
for
not?
it.
Fucking
Hold
here.
it. And it's very, just so you know, it is very, very hygienic. Like
Yes.
it's a
Yes.
Korean
And Sadie's
spa.
a germaphobic.
You
So
know how much-
if she's
much of a
getting
germaphobe.
in the nude pool,
If I did it,
you know, it's
y'all
good.
can do it too.
It's very like Eastern herbal,
Medicinal,
natural healing.
very-
Just think of like
medicinal.
old back in the days when you're
because
sick.
it's Korean, like a Korean traditional bathhouse, and so just think of it like natural healing.
Natural. Everything was very, very, very natural.
Yeah, I would definitely like say that was one of my highlights.
I know.
If I had to rate my whole summer, I would say I probably give it a good.
9, 8.
I would say I would give it a 9 out of 10, not 10 out of 10 because everything.
It wasn't like a, oh my gosh, best summer
it wasn't
ever.
like best summer ever, but for sure like. Because I turned 30, one of the most memorable. So like a 9 out of 10 for sure.
And you made it memorable too.
Yeah, and I feel like I did. And I think also in the back of my mind, like as I did stuff, I'm like, you're about to turn 30. Like, you know, like
I'm scared. It's just crazy.
It's just like a new chapter, and it's like no one has navigated these waters before.
I mean, yeah, it's everybody. It's like your own first time turning 30. You're only turning 30.
You only turn 30
Yeah.
once.
And I
It's a big
saw this
thing.
quote the other day that maybe might resonate with you guys. I may not be quoting it directly, but it said like, give yourself grace where you are in life, because the first 10 years of your life, you're literally just living. And the second 10 years of your life, you're literally just trying to figure it out. And then the third part is literally just like you're trying to figure out who you are and what you like. And it's just like, you know, give yourself grace. Age is just a number.
Yeah, I agree.
Literally.
Because like looking back to like 20s, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing now. Like, but I mean,
And
yeah.
it goes by so.
It's crazy.
yeah.
You know, I was just thinking that I'm like, I still can't believe who was it that I was talking to. I think it was my sister-in-law, but I was like, you know how she's about to have a baby, and I'm thinking about all my friends. I'm like, y'all are all moms, and I'm like, I was thinking about like all the people I graduated with. They're all moms. They have kids, and some of their kids are like in, you know, I teach the kids, and I'm like, dang, I'm almost 30. I'm not a mom yet. So I was like, time is clicking, you know, and I'm like, Satana's a mom.
The ovaries.
I'm like, I gotta push it. I gotta have some kids 'cause I love kids, you know, and I'm like, I think the moment whenever I do become a mom, that's gonna be like life changing for me.
I think it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Because I look back at y'all's life, and then, of course, you know, you guys had kids when you were a lot younger, so you know now you're still living your life out, but then your kids
Yes.
are getting older too.
Yes.
So you guys have like the freedom to do whatever, and I'm like,
Yes.
dang, like I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm so crazy that I'm like, I still can't believe my friends have kids. Like y'all are moms, like out here. But then when you think about it from the outside perspective, I mean, yeah, duh, they're mom. We're like in our 30s, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like,
But then you yourself, it's like,
Crazy.
it's too quick. Like, it seems like it's too quick.
And it's just like, I mean, I'm ready for it. You know, eventually, I'm ready for it in the next few years, Brian. But so, well, I love your summer. I think we
you.
all had real pretty good summer.
I think we did.
We all thrived.
We all thrived.
It was summer 2024.
Four.
Yeah, 4.
Memories were made for sure.
bro.
You guys remember when the world was supposed to end in 2012?
2020. Oh
that what they
shit!
said?
I was gonna say
Wait, is that what they
2020.
said?
Yeah, in 2012.
Oh, you mean 2012? Yeah.
That's when I graduated high school.
You are 22, class of 2012. Dead.
Don't ever bring that up again.
That's like 10 years ago.
No,
Plus.
that's 11, bro. No,
Wait,
no,
hold on.
No,
2012.
no.
14. 12.
12 years.
Oh god, I can't do math.
Me neither.
Me and Danny met in 2013.
You guys did?
Yep,
You met
that's
the year you and I graduated?
Yeah.
It was 2013?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Okay, so what are your expectations for the podcast, and what are you most excited
season
for?
3, you guys.
Season
I
3, new things.
so excited.
Season 3.
Confetti.
Confetti.
Hold up your 3. Hold up your 3.
116 hotline. 116 hotline. You guys have been with us for
3
Dude.
years.
2 years.
2 years.
This will be 3.
This going on 3.
Hey, the big 3. Hey, the big 3. Hey!
We need that on shirt. Speaking of, okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty of like
Ooh.
logistics and all that. Okay,
Period.
so I know a lot.
Okay,
Bro,
teach.
tune it down.
Her ADD, she's kicking in. Sorry, guys. She's been saying it for a while. Anyway, so yes, for season 3, I know that we've been lacking. Not gonna lie, we've been lacking on our merch and stuff like that. But that's one of my expectations for this year, for this season, is that I really hope we can work on merch and to kind of push some things out, so that way you guys
Period.
can, feel included with us on this.
And
because-
rock the 160 hotline
Rock
stuff.
it, rock it,
Yeah.
girl and boys. Because some of my friends, they've asked, they're like, hey, so are you guys gonna have t-shirts and all? Because we talked about it at some of our events in the past.
Yeah.
Like this one right here.
Like this
Well,
one.
even
for
when we
example.
did
This is
our,
just one that was personally made.
we
for
did
me.
our 1 year anniversary,
Yes.
and we had T-shirts. I mean, people were fine.
I
Even
know
over
they
the
love-
tote bag, like
the tote bags too, yeah. For at the Valentine's,
Yes,
yeah, it was
Galentine's.
beautiful. So I definitely want that for us to work on that. So we will be trying to push merch out this season, and then definitely more events like we've mentioned, because those are just so wholesome. Like I said, like it's just so intentional. So I really really love those moments. So more merch, events, and then just our conversations in general. I obviously it's been really really good, and we have progressed a lot. But I do really want it to be more like I guess relatable and very much more intentional as well. So those are my expectations.
Going off of that, okay, so for me, something kind of similar to that, I've been listening to like other podcasts too, and I know like comparison is a thief of joy, but like just comparing our podcast to
Human
others,
nature.
I think being more intentional and being more mindful of the stuff that we talk
Mindful.
about and the stuff that we put out is a big one for me. And then also just like sometimes whenever we're talking about things, like I want to be able to have like like works cited, you know, like resources,
Right.
like, you know, like every time we talk about things, I just want to be able to like show y'all like the
reference
of what I'm talking about, or like have that like written down so that way I could talk about like why I'm talking about that or whatnot. But I think for me, an expectation is just being more mindful of what we talk about and being more relatable. God damn.
I think relatable as a whole, not to just
yeah.
I know that we have a lot of Hmong listeners. Wait, are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like going off of what Val said, like relatable. I think not just being relatable to the Hmong population that listens to us, but I know that there's there's a diverse people that listen to our podcast.
Yes.
So just being mindful of that in general and not being so like closed-minded in just the Hmong community.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of people of different backgrounds and races and stuff listen to our podcast. So just be more mindful of that, and then how we can have conversations to include everybody.
Yeah, same. Because we love our Hmong people, we love our Hmong community, but I want us to be able to be a podcast where like anyone and everybody can listen to us. You know, like you don't have to feel like, oh well, they're just solely just for Hmong girls or Hmong people. You know,
we're for everybody. We're
a hotline for everyone. Yeah. And I feel like we're all so different to where someone can relate to either one of us in some way, shape, or form.
We all come from like different backgrounds in a way too. So
whatever we talk, different backgrounds, different like upbringings. Like I feel like we're all so very different.
Very diverse.
even though me and Val grew up in the same household, like we're still very different.
Very different.
And
that's a good point.
So I think the relatability for sure, and then also the quality of the content. I feel like, it first started out as just like a funny little like for just giggles, like let's just do a podcast,
right? Literally.
But now it's like kind of, it is a part of our life now.
It is. And I feel like it's evolving with each season that we do, and it'll get better and better, and as time goes on it'll get better, but
and then sorry,
no, go ahead.
Okay, well, just to throw it out there, because whenever we first started, when did we start, like 2022? We were a little bit younger back then too. If I were to look back, because not the other day I went back and looked at some of our older episodes, and I'm like, we were all over the place, and like she said, we started off just to start unhinged. And yes, that's our personality as well. But then now that we are growing up and we're getting a little bit older, we have become more mindful, like you said. So just in a way, obviously also professional. Like we're professional. We treat this professionally, like work, but then it's something that we truly enjoy. So we really get to speak our mind in a professional, understanding way. Where
professional, but in a way that we're still ourselves.
We're still ourselves.
And that we're not like
and
scripted.
Still enjoying it.
Because none of our shit is scripted, okay? First of all, clock that.
No, for real, clock
literally
that. Because
clock
people think that we write a script.
We literally just
other
talk as we
podcasts
go.
do that.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about our podcast is that we're literally how we are on the podcast in real life. And for the listeners that have been, what's it called? Veteran listeners, you know. If you know. And if you've been to events, we're exactly the same. And that's one thing that I love about our podcast is that we are relatable. We do talk about things that anyone and everyone can relate to, just to widen that scope a little bit more,
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's it.
As always, we upload a new episode every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at 116th Hotline. You can find us on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook,
Apple Podcasts,
and that's pretty much it. But all of our handles are at 116th Hotline, so make sure to follow us for important updates, events, notifications, episode delays, funny memes,
literally everything,
relatable information. If we have any reference material that we're like, hey, we're gonna post this so you can go check out the article I was talking about or whatever, that's where you guys can find all of that information.
Sorry, can I also just add it in there that for any of those platforms, please submit any questions or topics, ideas for this season.
Feel free to,
please.
Yes. And then also I did have something that I want to add in at the end of our episode for this season that I would like to highlight is that, yes, we are still taking sponsorships, and just like our headphones here and some of our equipment that other people have sponsored for us, we do accept sponsorships. So you can feel free to email us, DM us, separately on our page. It doesn't matter. We are open for sponsorships.
Thank you so much.
And or any collaborations.
Yes.
We are open.
And I can't wait for the season. I know I sound like shit right now, but I really can't wait. I'm actually really
It's
excited.
going to be fire. And you guys, the evolution of our
I'm so
podcast
excited.
I know.
is going to be amazing.
I'm so ready.
I know you girls
You're looking
and
out
guys
for it.
and theys. They're all
Yes.
ready.
Girls, the guys, the gays, everybody.
They're all
the
ready for
above.
it.
See you next week. Bye.